No, hello, sziasztok srácok, lányok, üdvözlök mindenkit újra itt. Sziasztok, hellóztok. Folytatjuk a Starfieldet ott, ahol abba hagytuk. Az előzőkben eléggé csúnyán megzaboláztak minket. Jöttek a hunterek és gyakorlatilag a bázisunkat úgy, ahogy volt, szétszedték. Meg sajnos az egyik kollégát is megölték. Szara, ha jól emlékszem. Úgyhogy most eléggé belekezdtek. Most pedig megyünk érdeklődni, hogy akárki, mert egy kis infót megtudtunk, hogy hova lehet köthető ez az egész Starborn dolog. És megyünk információt gyűjteni. Várjál már, a hajónkhoz kell menni?
Excuse me. What's wrong with jetpacks all of a sudden?
Hmm? Hello, Keeper.
Can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds? Oh. Yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other even as our universe becomes even more complex.
Mm-hmm.
That's not exactly what we mean. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps we should talk about this inside.
Oké. Ezek szerint valamit
Just
tud.
the sound of his voice is
Kicsi? Mutatom.
Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper. Gravitational distortion, sub-audio harmonic sequencing, unidentifiable energy fluctuations.
I caught half of that. So, these things are unusual? Even in your experience? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here. I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more. I'm not sure if he was, but if what you're looking for is connected, then anything might be
Végül is, igen.
In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun, and he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave? Yes, something must be there. I just can't put my finger on it. Maybe the answer will become clear when we have more. The House of Enlightenment and Varun have versions of this story. The Enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. Varun worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
Oké, akkor beszélnünk kell a Varunokkal, Varun prisonerekkel, és a House of Enlightenment, ha jól mondom, oda kell elmenjünk. Melyik van közelebb? F. Először elmegyek arra.
One day House Varun just up and abandoned their embassy. No idea why.
Export. The Well. Itt se jártunk még, ha jól emlékszem.
We run a number of social programs
Hello.
from financial aid to food banks. If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, you're not? Sorry. Can I help you?
Yes.
The Unity Pilgrim in particular, if that rings any bells.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity Pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing.
Oké, hallgassuk
Walks
meg.
into the first house of enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter.
The
So we think
Drifter.
he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of do that. Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation
Érdekes.
from the atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again. Always happy to help.
Oké.
If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
Akkor még a másikhoz elmegyünk, a Baronokhoz. Baron Prisonerhez. Van valami? Shop.
All this. You ask me, the real. Absolutely.
Oké. Itt szép cuccok nála. Itt shotgun. Nézzük meg, hogy mit tudunk eladni. Ezt. Hát igazából csak ennyi.
You need something else? I'll be here.
Visszamegyünk és akkor megnézzük a Baron Prisonert. És csak úgy be fognak engedni hozzá, vajon? Úgy tűnik. Szeretnék veled. Thanks.
A visitor? I have all the company I need. He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
He sent both of us to ask more incessant questions, actually.
The great serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
You don't need to tell us. We just figured it would be better to ask you directly than to take a second-hand account of it.
Szia Leia, szia.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent. He does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy and delivers the killing blow. That is all. Then we are done. Leave me.
Hát ez annyira nem.
Let's catch up.
Mondjad.
Listen, you risked your life to save me.
Így van.
I keep wondering if that made it harder to save Sarah too. I've replayed those moments in my mind over and over. And you need to know that you did what a leader does. And if it had been me instead of her, I would feel at peace knowing that she made it. I know, but I can't help it. I don't know if you're ready to talk, or if you need 20 years to get to that point, or if you never want to talk about it again. But I just want you to know that if you do, I'm here for you.
Milyen kedves. Milyen kedves.
Sometimes it just comes down to that. It is what it is. Of course. Could have been so much worse. We are all constellation. When a star goes nova, it can destroy everything nearby, or it can nourish a new era of planets and life and everything that goes with it. The galaxy is littered with the deaths of so many brilliant, wonderful stars. But if stars never went nova, then we wouldn't be who we are now. This was a tragedy, but it was not your doing. You have to try not to sink in this moment. Trust me. You have to keep moving. You are exactly where you need to be right now. Sarah was our leader. She was a light in Aja's eye, and she kept everything together. She would tell you right now that this was not your fault. She would want us to focus and solve this problem together. Yes, though an overabundance of caution might be a weakness. You know, we're fortunate. Constellation brought us all together, and we're all better for it. If we're going to set things right, it's going to be because of that.
Egy kicsit körülbelül. Nem érdekes. Hittem legalább heal vagy ilyesmi lesz bent.
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks. They fly around like the old settled systems.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere?
Let's go.
Oh yeah, that's UC security. Busier than normal these days.
Ahogy látom, a város szépen lassan visszaáll.
Every time I see that statue, I feel. Can't really explain why, but I do.
Mindjárt ott vagyunk. Menjünk be ide. Gondolom elmondjuk nekik, hogy mi volt a helyzet.
What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought? Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? What else did you learn? Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. Was there anything else? If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel. Yes, that's it. The sun in Indum at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place.
Akkor elmegyünk erre az Indum nevű.
Find the true meaning of unity.
Oké.
You've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it? And once you know, what will you do? Even the most objective scientist holds the belief that observation itself will be of benefit to humanity. You will be taking a similar part of yourself with you when you find the answer. Will that not color your perception of it? So you're committed to keeping yourself from seeing unity as anything other than a rational objective, a goal you're bound to reach.
And you're committed to creating an arbitrary definition of the unity based on what? Dreams? Vague feelings?
Honnan beszél?
I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
Oké. Indum 2-es nevű bolygóra fogunk menni. Nem biztos, hogy én oda akartam menni amúgy. Ide? Jó helyen vagyok? Hát végül is. Nem a hajónkhoz mentem, de így is jó. Ez se néz ki a legjobban. Mi a franc történik, hogy fut onnan mindenki? Már megint egy halott?
It's good to be home.
Ez már itt is volt.
Okay. Hand me.
Vagy csak az eső elől szaladnak? Le kell javítanom a hajót.
Hey, you should inspect your ship for... Sure thing. We'll get it fixed up. Good as new.
Oké. Kíváncsi vagyok, hogy ezen az új bolygón mit találunk.
The plan, Captain.
Take off. Az pozitív mindenképp, hogy megjavítottuk a hajót. A shieldből lejjebb veszünk, Gravity-t felvesszük, és már indulhatunk is. Itt vagyunk. Itt van. Bounty Hunter Captain. Figyelj, mentek egyet. Mert most már kezd elegem lenni belőle. Csak azért.
How many credits you think fitted in Ashta, boss?
Good question. I'd say 2,000 credits would be enough to make us forget we ever saw you. Or we could just collect it the old-fashioned way.
Ó. Megeshet, megeshet.
Well, then how about we kill you and find out?
Oké, ez így szerintem kifejezetten effektív. Bár van ott még egy. Rakéták. Van egy kisebb problémám. Nagyon csúnyán szét vagyok va. Oké, azt hiszem sikerült. Épp hogy túléltem. Nem ezeket tudom kilútolni? Vagy nem? Ne csász, hogy ezeket nem tudom kilútolni. Komolyan. Most eléggé rosszul esik a kis lelkemnek, hogy őszinte legyek. Ennyit tudtam ezt kilútolni belőle. Az ott ellenfél vagy? Nekem ott sanszos, hogy az ellenfél. Tudjátok, mit inkább hagyjuk. Wow. Hol vagyok? Okay.
Easy to forget how marvelous life on other planets truly is.
Unknown. Ja, Pilgrim's Rest. Jó. Uránium. Már megint előhoztam a kommandot véletlen. Hol van a... Ne, eladtuk a... eladtuk a bányász cuccot. Azt meg. Pedig ezt nem ártott volna megtartani.
You know, this abandoned homestead is actually rather charming.
Ez Beretnek a lézere volt? Kérdezem.
Okay, good. You got it.
Tényleg csúnyán itt van hagyva. És... azt szerintem beretnek a fegyveret. Mi még a küldi? Mi fent pregünkében looking. Oké. Még keresni kell dolgokat. Search for clues on Unity. Elvehetjük. Craftinghoz. Az álland. Ide be kéne menni. Adaptive frame. Crafting. Crafting. Craft. Craft. Air pistol. What? Ne bassz, ez egy colt. Ne csinálsz. Találtunk egy coltot, gyerekek. Kemény. Ez tényleg a régi földről származik ez az ember. El kéne törni. Hú, ez hogy is volt? Már alig, ha emlékszem. Oké, meg vagyunk. Egyszerű. Átfutóba olvasgatok bele így a szövegekbe, de nagyjából megértem. Ezt a coltot ezt nem fogjuk, bár kíváncsi vagyok, hogy majd esetleg mennyit sebez. Ott. Aludjunk egy kicsit. Mondjuk egy 24-et azért aludhatunk már. Így. Rég aludtunk. Aludjunk egy 24-et. Na jó, azért ennyi elég lesz. Jó, világos lett. Let's go, the unknown. Kredit rámen. A fővárosba hogy szaggat már a game, basszus? Nagyon kemény, ott nem tudom miért akad ennyire. Vissza tudok így menni hajomhoz. Nem akarok ennyit sétálgatni. Nagyon le van szedálva egyébként a járművünk.
Hey, you might want this.
Ja, valahol nincs inventory a hajónak, mert ha a hajóba el tudjuk rakni a
Anything I can do for you?
research station.
Hello.
Itt lent nem volt. Nem lehetett hozzáférni. Mert nem is emlékszem. Valami volt. Nem tudom, hogy hogy.
I have something for you.
Az ilyeneket. Nem tudom megjavítani a hajót. Nagyon gáz. Out of fuel range. Let's go. New.
Welcome to Freestart Space. We're going to do a quick scan for contraband and you can be on your way. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Hogy én nem ide akarok jönni. Tovább. Ó. Akkor viszont le kéne menjünk. A fuel csak fel kéne tölteni.
Folks in Neon have a rough time. You need to balance a potentially healthy trade with the interests of those who want to cross the line for incredible.
Nem is értem, miért oda mentem. Mondjuk remélem itt is lesz ember. Majd. De biztosan. Mondjuk ő.
Relax. Your ride is safe with us. Have a good one.
Hát ne. Jó napot. Itt bent esetleg. Cheap service.
We'll take good care of your ship. Need some? Got
Eh?
anything you need to offload? Trade authority? Sure thing.
Okay.
We'll get it fixed up. Good as new.
Nagyon szépen köszönöm.
Sure, have at it.
$27,817. Ez igen.
Hey there.
Oké. Akkor vissza a hajóra.
You might want this.
Hey, it's always a good day when you come around.
És akkor let's go tovább. Már csak lesz ennyünk, hogy tudjunk oda menni. Nem. De... Mhm.
If you are willing and able, please see me as soon as possible at the main security office in Paradiso. Over now.
Én nem szeretnék. Ja, hogy... Muszáj vagyok egyesével ugrálni, mert egyáltalán nem járkáltam még arra. És akkor most már elmentek, oda fogok tudni ugrani. Így van. Let's go. Nagyon jó.
Mood to catalog some life forms?
Ó! Ezeket mondjuk nem ártana leszkennelni.
Those are Starborn ruins. You see that, right? You have to get a close-up of that statue.
Aha! Mi a franc? Wow! Jó, hogy ezek nem bántanak amúgy. Ja, hát lehetett volna még itt pár, hogy akkor már leszkenneljem 100-ra. Ezzel most megint egy képességet fogunk unlockolni? Leaf. Várjál már. Jó. Hát nem igazán tudom, hogy itt mi történik. Mint hogy van itt egy csillag. Ez így nem jó. Erre kellett rátenni. Ez a bogár, kérlek. Ő egy... Hunting Ikuradon. Ez a kérdésedre választod. És ez miért jó, hogy én ezt itt megnyitottam? Ebből tudtuk meg, hogy hova tovább. Nem figyeltem közben, hogy mit írt ki.
scan that? Oh, you beat me to it. Have something for you.
Hey, what's up?
Haladunk egyébként, szépen lassan találunk nyomokat. Na várj, mi? Ja, vissza. Ahhoz 112 kell. És csak itt 47.
Hello, Captain. We pose no threat here. Quite the opposite. Our ship's full of the faithful, Sanctum Universum. Happy to talk if you're inclined. We're due for our next jump soon.
Viszlát! Mintha nem is beszéltünk volna. Idáig el tudunk menni. És akkor még egy ugrás lesz hátra. Én azt hittem egyébként, hogy üzemanyag nem volt elég. De legalább megjavítottuk a hajót egyébként. Nem úgy volt, hogy például ilyen, hogy bolygóval szemben nem érdemes annyira hiperűrugrást csinálni már még a végén. Csak megtaláltuk. Oh. Most meg beszélgetni szeretnének velünk. Emissary. Micsoda? Azt szeretnék, hogy csatlakozzunk hozzá. Érdekes. Oké, srácok, tartunk egy 5 perc szünetet, és mindjárt folytatjuk. Ez érdekes lesz. No, visszatértem. Erre a beszélgetésre kíváncsi leszek. Úgy néz már ki a hajójuk. Hello.
Do you remember the emissary, perhaps? And their ship, the Helix? I believe they ambushed you above Neon and
Igen, igen.
in fact you worked so hard to gain.
Thank you for the stellar introduction. Your success is unprecedented. Before you came, we were just discussing how continued use of force against you is unwise.
Kösz.
Yes, we did. We are not a monolithic people. The Starborn are individuals. Some are united in cause. Others are in it for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
We are all in it for ourselves. Some of us are just more honest. The emissary threatened your ship, demanded you hand over your artifact. How is that so different from what I did?
Van.
Every encounter with one of our kind could spell disaster.
For whom exactly? I say whoever can collect them should. And who gets to say that? You? Me? The emissary? I have debated morality for near infinity, and all I have found are groups of people enforcing their will on others. Rules and laws spoken as principles, but backed by arms and violence.
Enough. We have more to discuss. The Unity. You are on the path to it. It is a place, a gateway. It is where we were reborn.
You've really come a long way since the Welcome to Constellation speech, haven't you?
Hogy tessék?
I'm not who you think I am. This universe is only the first one you've been to. I've seen hundreds. Where I came from, I was the one who stayed at the lodge to protect the artifacts. You died on board the Eye while we held off the Hunter.
One of me, at least.
Me?
I collected the remaining artifacts, and they opened the way to the center of my universe, and the doorway to an infinite number of others. That is the Unity. When I stepped into it, I became a Starborn. It's how I've entered other worlds, including yours.
Tehát az artefaktok összegyűjtésével elment egy pontra, ahol gyakorlatilag időt és teret tud utazni. Aminek a segít... Micsoda?
And that's the problem. All the artifacts are needed to complete the armillary and open the way to the Unity. In every universe, the Starborn fight over them. Innocent people die. You've witnessed the power granted by the temples, the anarchy that can be unleashed. Someone has to decide who should get them.
Here it comes. The emissary tells you only the worthy should enter heaven.
You're twisting what I mean.
They're hypocrites. They use the chaos caused by the hunt for the artifacts to establish an order where they decide who's worthy. I attacked your lodge because I wanted the artifacts, and you held me off. You got away. That wasn't some morality play. You didn't survive because of righteousness. You won because of persistence, luck, and skill. As I have done countless times.
I was also human once. But what does it matter who or what I was when eternity is within your grasp?
Akkor ezért nem ölte meg, mert az gyakorlatilag ő volt.
You're learning. My other self wants you to walk the path he walks. To give up. To appreciate the universe you have. Easy for a person who's seen everything, done everything. I think you should see it for yourself.
You've never come this far. Not in all the universes I've seen. The path to the Unity is opening to you.
You're going to tip the scales one way or another. Better your hand be on one of our sides.
I want a truce between all three of us. Give you some time to think over which approach to the Unity is the one you want. Mine or the Hunter's.
Yes. Let's see how willing you are to live under someone else's rules. Just remember, one of us isn't trying to judge you.
Azt. Tehát most választanom kell, hogy a Hunter vagy az Emissary mellé állok. Na most ebben segítsetek. Mi legyen szerintetek?
I'll tell you everything I can.
You might think the emissary is on your side, but your persistence is what forced them to tell you the truth. Remember that.
Fogalmam sincs, hogy melyikkel járnék jobban. Mind a kettő megtámadott, ráadásul a Hunter egy barátunkat megölte, történetesen őt egyébként. Túl jól beszél. És tényleg egyébként a Hunternek ebben igaza van. Lehet, hogy azért beszél az Emissary így velünk, mert hogy befolyásolni akar minket. Mondjuk arra kivel? Igen, a vadász meg kinyírta a haverom. Úgyhogy őt meg fogjuk ölni. Nem érdekel, hogy mi történik, a vadásznak meg kell halnia.
but the Unity will speak to you, offer you the chance to become Starborn. You will be leaving this universe behind to be reborn. Everything you were before will be gone. Maybe that's why it offers the choice. Compassion? Or is it testing us? When all the artifacts are assembled, the device they create is called the Armillary. In many ways, it's a model of the multiverse itself. Through it, you can reach the Unity. And from there, you can become Starborn. You've seen the terror the Hunter causes. Every time a Starborn goes through the...
Gyakorlatilag akkor ők szerették volna biztonságba tudni ezeket az artefaktokat.
We can't let more like him abuse these gifts to destroy whatever's in their way.
És igaza van.
I never know who you are when I meet a new version, but so much of you stays the same. It's hard, but each universe is precious in its own way. Mine will never have its original you in it again, as yours won't have its real me.
You might think the emissary is on your side, but your persistence is what forced them to tell you the truth. Whoever created the artifacts and built those temples is playing a game with us. One whose prize is access to the center of all creation. There are no rules. Whoever gets all the pieces wins. And I've won. Over and over.
Ő már sokszor eljátszotta ezt.
I find the easiest pathway to it. I've simply found that it's the quickest way. Talking, forming alliances, waiting for the right moment to commit theft. It's all so tiresome.
Ő neki gyakorlatilag teljesen sajátos céljai vannak.
As soon as I realized what had happened, I knew I needed to wait until this meeting with the emissary to decide what to do about you. To see what would happen, of course. You might not understand just how many times I've done this. Usually, you're the one who ends up dead, and whoever cries over your body goes on to become the emissary. Sometimes I manage to get you all bunched up and take care of the problem in one go. Sometimes the emissary has gotten to me first, and I never arrive. Hundreds and hundreds of variations of me, packing through Constellation. And it's almost never you. You making it to your ship on...
Erika, nem, ez Starfield.
I took it as a sign. I don't get many of those anymore.
Engem valahogy nem tud érdekelni. A Huntert halottan akarom látni.
I want to give you something. A way to another artifact, but also a lesson in how dangerous they can be.
Igen, kifejezett. Egyébként tényleg hasonlít. Csak mondjuk abban nincsenek ilyen űrutazások, de ha jól emlékszem, de ja.
I do not always know if you are a person I should be helping. Forgive me. I have also found that advice is a poor substitute for experience. I ask you again. Go to Earth's moon. You should also talk to your colleagues in Constellation. I am sure they have gathered more information on the remaining artifacts in the fringes of space. Part of me wonders what they will all say about what you have learned. But I will leave that to you.
Hm. Monkey... Oké. Nem tudom, srácok, hogy ennek mi lesz a vége, viszont a Hunter megölte a társunkat. És ezt annyira... nem szeretném elfelejteni.
When a settlement looks so peaceful and secure, it starts to become a target. I guess that's why this place is a delightful relic tangled up with hope, grit, and science.
Hey, I've been talking with the others, and I'd like to get everyone together to say goodbye.
Me?
You know, to Sarah.
Yeah.
Thank you. It wouldn't be the same without you there. I'll have everything set up in a few days.
Mateo told us about your pilgrim's voyage.
You found it, didn't you? The meaning of unity. What? It can't be.
Our colleague is alive in some alternate dimension? Am I hearing this right?
Hate to be the responsible one, but the big bombshell of what we're actually building here might need another second to sink in. Want to go over this whole multiple universe thing for everyone?
Yes, I wouldn't mind a little more detail.
Explains why the Starborn want the artifact so bad. Get them all and you've got a gateway to infinity.
Hát igen, csak nem mindegy, hogy szerzzük meg, vagy hogy mit csinálnak. És például az, amit a Hunter csinál, az rohadtul nem jó. Hogy mindenkit megöl érte. És aztán utazzuk egy következőbe, és abban is.
One doesn't approach the afterlife without some trepidation. You're right. We have to see the unity for ourselves.
You know it. Now, once everyone's head stops spinning from all of this, we can get back to work.
Not to make a sharp turn in a grand tale, but I got the eye fixed up. Bruised, but still blinking. Let me know when you're ready to follow up on what it's seen.
I'm ready már most.
These last glimpses from the eye are from the farthest fringes of known space. Could be the only remaining pieces outside the hands of the Starborn.
Hmm?
Catch a smile out there.
Aha. A Gravity Jumpot meg kell, hogy vegyük. Ezt a kettő... valamit. És emlékszem, hogy arra van elég pénzünk. És akkor nekünk is van lehetőségünk gyakorlatilag Starborn-nál válni. Ez kell, azt hiszem. Menekül mindenki. Hogy miért fut mindenki pontosabban. Aha, hogy jelzi is, hogy tőle meg kell vegyük a cuccot. Remélem lesz elég.
Anything I can help you with? Sure, have at it.
Akkor a Grow Drivers, nem a Grow Drivers-nél, Engine-nél. Nem emlékszem, hogy melyiknél kellett reaktor. Ugye megnézzük. Nem. Mi is ez? Ez az. Megvan már az a... Na várjál.
Without fail. So far, anyway.
Lehet, hogy azt már pont beraktuk. Melyik küldi hova vezet? Mindegy, az egyik utazás az ide vezet. Ez a kisebb kell nekem, az ott. Nem tudom, hogy melyik vezet ide, de nézzük meg ezt. Ja, adjunk a Gravity-re. Mondjad, segítsünk neki. Hát nem épp ezt szerettem volna. Mondjad. De akkor hogy segítsek?
I got a hot package that's paid for expedited delivery. They'll dock my pay if it doesn't get to its destination. Star Parcel will reward you well if you can assist. The paperwork involved in giving you anything extra is a nightmare.
Meg fogom én győzni.
Yeah, of course. No disrespect intended. I'd like to think so.
Ez a baj.
I already made you a fair offer. Listen, the standard payout's already more than generous. Take it or leave it.
Hát jó.
Excellent. All you need to do is drop this off to the ship services technician on Neon.
Jó, Neonhoz kell vissza. Jó, majd ha ott járunk, akkor... Jó. Majd ha egyszer ott járunk. Az messze van innen. És itt mit keresünk? Uha! Hát is váltom a küldit, mert az van kijelölve. Szerintem az ez. Ja nem, annál vagyunk. Próbálunk kicsit undetected-ben maradni. Sikerült. Punk. Okay. Aztán már is észrevettek. Basz meg. Nem gyenge ez a pisztoly amúgy. Megvan. Kacsman. Ez egy shotgun, nem? Lehet jól járunk, hogyha a pisztolyokra adunk amúgy. Oké. Medpack. Megnézhetjük. Kefir. Ups. Ez egy kicsit nagyobb ugrás volt, mint arra én számítottam. Azért ez beteg. Ez nyomja neki rendesen. Az anyját. Kéne valami HP töltő. Oké. Ja, hát ezt ki kéne innen bányászni, igen. Amivel az a probléma, hogy nincsen nekünk olyan. Úgyhogy nagyon remélem, hogy itt találunk egyet. Amivel tudunk bányászni. Vagy csinálni egyet esetleg. Poison drum beat. Remélem, hogy talán valahol találunk egyet, mert igen, de majd eladhatjuk legfeljebb. Esetleg valahol lerakva egy... akárhol. Bocsman. Mix. Poker. Valahol lerakva egy... Nincs, vágod? Nagyon kéne egy. Curious Coachman. Shotgun DP. Minek adtam el, te jó Isten? Igen, ez az, hogy eladtam. Ez volt a butaság része. Ez melyik? Valahol tök véletlenre lerakva egy. Az meg. Akárhol. Nála nincs véletlen egy.
No kidding. Think of the dissertations. Boundless topics, no bounds. Except the books, they're bound. This explains so much, though. They're disorganized. We never rule.
Örülök.
We should feel cheated. They hoarded this and used it against people in their quest for power. But it all comes back to this. We don't know what will happen if you enter the Unity. You might lose your... It crossed my mind. But everybody has lost somebody, and most of us have lost many more. It can't be the deciding factor here right now. It's more of a possible benefit. Of course, at the end of the day, it's your choice. But I will say this. Our entire purpose in Constellation is to explore. Why would we stop now? I'm with you. I'm not going to hold you back. But if you know, become evil or whatever, I'm also not going to have your back. Anytime. The possibility of turning evil aside, I appreciate you taking the lead on this. You're guiding Constellation to new frontiers, new discoveries, and we should all follow your example. It's not on the scale of interest. You know where to find me. I know now isn't the best time.
Ez a baj, nem tudom megnézni a cuccait. De figyelje már, ha esetleg ezzel szétlen. Létszik. Kurva nagy szerencsénk van! Nem rányomni, hanem ezzel is szét tudtam barmolni, gondolom én. Bár lehet, hogy csak rányomni kellett. Ez idióta. De nem mondjátok el senkinek. Ez meg se történt, jó? Kérdés az, hogy most hol kell... Mentem ide. Mi? Már elkúrtam. Hát akkor mégis. Na jó, hagyjuk. Ez nekem nem megy. Ó, semmi érdekesről ne aggódj. Szóval... menjünk vissza a hajóhoz. Jó, akkor mondod, bassz meg! Kiloptam a fegyverét! Ez nagyon troll volt. During combat? What? Oké. Nézzük meg a többi küldit.
Hey there.
Is mining on the schedule today?
Viszlát, viszlát. Kijöttünk, bejöttünk. Vagyis bementünk, kijöttünk. Mintha itt se lettünk volna. Nem mintha ez amúgy nem lenne föltűnő, hogy itt száll le éppen egy hajó, meg éppen fölrepülünk, de baj, nem számít. Egyesével tudunk tovább menni? Mondtam, ja. Nem szkenneltek ti semmit? Oké, és mindjárt ott vagyunk. Ezen kívül még egy ugrás. Mi? Remélem onnan el tudok ugrani. Ez hatalmas probléma. Nekem problémátok. Megnézzük majd, hogy lent meg tudjuk venni a cuccokat. Vagyis most azt mondom, hogy egyelőre ennyi. Legközelebb megnézzük, hogy meg tudjuk venni az ugráshoz a cuccot. Mert úgy tűnik, hogy nincs elég. Ja, azért haladtunk. Ó, ezt majd le kell adnunk a cuccokat. Jó, én azt mondom akkor egyelőre, hogy köszi, hogy itt voltatok. Köszönöm szépen, hogy megint 2 órán keresztül itt voltatok. Haladtunk azért megint. Érdekes fordulatok vannak. Nagyon érdekes fordulatok. De tetszik. Kifejezetten tetszik. Úgyhogy ja. Kíváncsi leszek tényleg, hogy mi fog legközelebb kijönni ezekből a dolgokból. Az igen. A jó pár cucc. Ja, mert ezeket beraktam. Ezt szerintem mind kiszedem. Yes. Akkor majd eladom, amit eladok. Jó, ma már nem találkozunk, holnap sem, legközelebb holnap után találkozunk. Vagyis, hogyha megint olyan rohadt korán felkelek, akkor lehetséges, hogy találkozni fogunk. Hát további szép tartok estét mindenkinek akkor. Legközelebbi alkalomig legyetek jók. Majd találkozunk. No, sziasztok!